Top Thrill Dragster at Cedar Point has been the biggest topic in the coaster community since September of 2022, when the ride was announced to be going under a massive refurbishment. The project remained quiet until January, when Cedar Point stepped in and announced that it will be opening in 2024. Finally, at Winter Chill Out 2023 in February, we saw the Dragster site, and mysteriously, part of the nearby Iron Dragon was removed. Now, at the end of March, with brand new pictures of the site off of Reddit and Peninsula of Thrills on Instagram, I have formed new predictions about the ride, with a new potential manufacturer and possibly the world's tallest coaster element. Here are my predictions for Top Thrill Dragster. Let's quickly talk about what we know. We are still not confirmed with the manufacturer. The debate over the builder of this new coaster is split 50-50 right now between Zamperla and Intamin. Zamperla was in the talks because they are working with Cedar Point on the new Wild Mouse coaster, and also they revealed their brand new Lightning train, which is capable of reaching speeds of up to 124 miles per hour. However, Intamin was in the talks because they were the original manufacturer of the coaster, and they are much more trusted in building rides of this caliber. However, Cedar Fair does not like Intamin after the Intimidator 305 incident, and Zamperla is not as trustworthy. Both manufacturers have their pros and cons on this project, and I was on the Zamperla side for most of the debate, but recently I switched my side, but more on that later. At Winter Chill Out, we were left with no details about why Iron Dragon had a track missing, but it was very strange how that track was located right behind the station of Top Thrill Dragster, and when I say right behind, I mean literally a perfect lineup. Also, all of the station concrete and track leading up to the top hat was gone. That makes sense, as we already knew that Top Thrill Dragster was getting a launch replacement from hydraulic to LSMs to reduce maintenance costs. Leading up to Winter Chill Out, we knew almost nothing. However, at the end of March, Peninsula of Thrills and Reddit found these 3 pictures of the construction site in the Iron Dragon area. A massive footer has been placed, big enough to hold a huge piece of track right behind the Dragster station. This obviously isn't for Iron Dragon, so it must be for the next closest ride, Top Thrill Dragster. This massive footer can't be for a lot of elements, but one that it can definitely be for is an enormous spike. Swing launches are in right now, and almost every new coaster has a swing launch. They are popular and forceful, so Cedar Point joining on the swing launch party makes a lot of sense. Now that we have all of the little details out of the way, let's talk about the coaster. So what are my predictions on Top Thrill Dragster? My original predictions, which you can find in a video I made at the end of 2022, were that Dragster would be under construction from Zamperla, and that there wouldn't be a spike and instead a layout extension. Almost all of these predictions were completely wrong. Now that we see the footer underneath Iron Dragon and what the Iron Dragon track was actually removed for, we know that the spike is nearly confirmed. That support could easily reach over 400 feet in the air, and Cedar Point could extend that spike in the air just to claim the height record. Could this be the world's tallest coaster? I doubt that Cedar Point will extend the spike to over 500 feet, but the spike could easily reach over 460 feet in the air, beating out King Kai and reclaiming the height record. Now let's talk about manufacturers. I was wrong in choosing Zamperla. There were sightings of Cedar Fair officials touring the Velocicoaster site, which is known as Intamin's finest work. Cedar Fair may be tempted to work with Intamin again, and because Intamin was the original manufacturer and is the master of rides with swing launches, having Dragster be under construction by Intamin instead of the unreliable Zamperla would make a lot of sense. What about the layout extension? Unfortunately, I doubt that anything except for a swing launch would be implemented. There isn't a lot of space in the area unless the ride stretches over to Forbidden Frontier. However, there still could be a record claimed for the world's fastest airtime hill on the swing launch. Similar to swing launches, they could split up the LSMs with a small ejector hill before the top hat. These records with world's tallest coaster and fastest airtime hill will be great for marketing. Where would the station be? My prediction for the station is that it would be in the exact same spot as the previous unloading station. The previous loading station would be used as the switch track area, as I doubt there will be any pre-launch section. If there is a pre-launch section, it would be small and maybe just one inversion. The entrance ramp will be using the original Blood on the Bayou haunted walkthrough path under Iron Dragon, and the exit will go right under the swing launch airtime hill or vice versa. This would make perfect sense in the layout of the park. So my final predictions are that there will not be a layout expansion, the spike will be the main layout change, and the manufacturer will be Intamin. My last little prediction that we don't know yet is that this section of the park will run a space theme. There is plenty of space-like rides, like Power Tower could be rethemed to Blast Off, Super Himalaya being a spinning ride could be rethemed to Orbit, and there could even be a new space-themed ride placed where Scrambler and Matterhorn were. Corkscrew could remain under the same name, or it could go under a name change. It would make sense with the new Formula of Throw slogan, as formulas could relate to math or science formulas, not formula racing. And I'm sure everyone remembers when Cedar Fair teased us with the Orion trademark names when they also trademarked Polaris. What if new Top Thrill Dragster is named Polaris, the name of the North Star? Anyways, thank you for watching this short video. If you enjoyed, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Comment what you think of new Top Thrill Dragster and have a great rest of your day.